Hey, what up everybody? Simon Marshall here. Today I'm gonna do a video on my entire WWE DVD pay-per-view collection, the year 2011. But there's one missing, okay? And I don't like it, and I'll explain it to you at the end, okay? Here we go. Let's start off with the first one. Ready? 2011 WWE Royal Rumble, Randy Orton, Dolph Ziggler, Rey Mysterio, Big Show, Drew McIntyre, Ron Kellen, Sheamus, John Morrison, Miz, John Cena, Edge, Kane, Kofi Kingston, Domo Varigato, Mr. Alberto Del Rio. Good pay-per-view, only 4 matches. The World Heavyweight, the WWE title, the Divas title, then the 40-man Battle Royal. Next is the 2011 WWE Elimination Chamber. Oakland, California. This is where Stevie Breach, Luke Cage 29, and WWE Punk Fan 19 went to. Those lucky buggers. And on here, there's 2 chamber matches from Raw. Cena, Orton, Morrison, Truth, Punk, and Sheamus to go to WrestleMania for the WWE title. The second one is the World Heavyweight Championship match chamber. Edge, Big Show, Kane, Drew McIntyre, Mysterio, and Wade Barrett. It was a good match, and the other matches, I ended up falling asleep on. I don't understand why, but oh well, it happens. I didn't remember any of them. I don't know if there was a Divas, I don't know if there was a tag team or singles competition. Next, WrestleMania 27. The main event was pretty shitty out of all time. They should have put Undertaker and Triple H last match. If The Rock didn't stick his nose into other people's business, as an old say goes. So, believe it or not, I only like the 2 out of it. This is Edge's last pay-per-view too, because he was forced to retire. And the Hall of Fame class of 2011, pretty good. Next, Extreme Rules 2011. John Cena winning the WWE title, which should have been a triple threat Hell in a Cell match. And on here, I'll tell you what matches are on here. We got the triple threat steel cage match, ladder match for the world title, a last man standing, falls count anywhere match, tag team country whipping, an Extreme Rules match where the loser must leave the WWE for good and forever. Next, Over the Limit 2011. This should have took place in Vancouver, British Columbia at the Rogers Arena. The Miz and Daniel Bryan. And on here, we have a world title match, which is not bad, and an I Quit match. So, it was okay. Next, a lot of people didn't like this one. I didn't mind it at all. The one and only WWE Capital Punishment took place in your nation's capital of the U.S., Washington, D.C. The WWE title and the World Heavyweight title was not bad. Next, we have WWE Money in the Bank 2011, which took place in Chicago at the Mass All-State Arena. And on here, we got 2 matches that I like. The Raw Money in the Bank, SmackDown Money in the Bank. There was the World Heavyweight title and the WWE title. So, it was pretty damn good. I enjoyed it. Next, Summerslam 2011 for the undisputed WWE titles, which Alberto Del Rio cashes his Money in the Bank on that one. So, I enjoyed it. It was their 3rd year having it in LA, and this will be the 5th time. And when is SummerSlam going to start moving? Go to a different location. So I didn't mind it at all. Next, 2011 WWE Night of Champions, which took place in Buffalo, New York. I don't know how you pronounce the new name, but the old place was the Continental Airlines, I think, or no, RBC Arena, Buffalo, New York. The WWE, the World Heavyweight, the US Intercontinental title, the Divas, and the Tag Team match. And then one match, which was a non-title match. So, yeah. Next, to complete it now, 2011 WWE Hell in a Cell, New Orleans, Louisiana. You know, I couldn't remember much about this pay-per-view, you know, because there was a triple threat, Hell in a Cell for the WWE, and the regular Hell in a Cell for the World Heavyweight title, and then, you know, I fell asleep through it, and then, you know what, I only like one match, and there was one pay-per-view I'll explain next, the 25th anniversary of Survivor Series, Never Before, Never Again, The Rock and John Cena before WrestleMania 28. This took place at the best venue in North America history, Madison Square Gardens, New York City. So there were 6 matches and 2 title matches, WWE and the World Heavyweight. And if you're noticing what's missing, I'll tell you later. Last but not least, I have WWE TLC, Tables, Ladders, and Chairs, Baltimore, Maryland. I love the ice cream bar, the ladder, the tables, and chairs. And believe it or not, there were a triple threat TLC for the title, a ladder match for the sledgehammer, there was chairs for the World Heavyweight title, a tables match, which was regular, and that was pretty much it. And I was hoping that there would have been like a ladder match for the Intercontinental title, but I think Cody was claustrophobic over ladders, and I would have loved to see it because honestly, he would have had a good chance to retain that title under a ladders match. So, what's missing out of my collection? Vengeance 2011, because honestly, that was one of the worst pay-per-views ever in WWE history, because believe it or not, John Laurinaitis, Ron Killings, and Mike Misman killed the entire pay-per-view, and honestly, I would have pulled the plug out of that last match between Mark Henry and the Big Show. I only like that one because you know why? It was the better out of all, because, well, look, because after that ring, you know, collapsed and shit, and poor Mike Chioda collapsed, boom, I would have pulled the plug, and you would have heard a, you know, siren like, oh, and probably Laurinaitis will flip out and have a fit and say, hey, put us back on the air, put us back on the air, do it, what the fuck? So, out of all, that Vengeance in San Antonio, Texas, 0 out of 10. One of the shittiest pay-per-views in 2011. So you know what? Someday I will do a video on my top, you know, worst pay-per-views in wrestling history, including, you know, some from SmackDown and some from Raw. And I want to say, well, I'm looking forward to the Stanley Cup playoffs, and you know, I'm not going to watch WWE for a while because now we have a shitty World Heavyweight Champion out of all, and I will do a rant on, you know, I'm going to shoot on Dolph Ziggler. So, this is Simon Marshall saying thanks for watching.